Welcome to Baton Field, a midweek matinee from Piscataway. As we welcome you to Rutgers baseball on BTN+. It's the Scarlet Knights as they take on the St. Peter's Peacocks. Hello everybody, alongside Sam Marsdale, I'm Jake Ostrove. Welcome to the Terror Dome, formerly known as the Lewis Brown Athletic Center, affectionately known as the Rack. Whatever name basis you may be on with this building is irrelevant. Every Rutgers fan can call it the same name, home. And tonight it plays that role for the final time in this magical season as we welcome you to Senior Night in Piscataway in this edition of Rutgers Men's Basketball here on WRSU Sports. It's the Scarlet Knights as they host the 9th-ranked team in the nation, the Maryland Terrapins. Hello everybody, alongside Justin Santup, I'm Jake Ostrove. 3 straight losses for the Scarlet Knights coming into this game. Most notably, last time out 6 days ago, a 65-64 loss in Happy Valley against Penn State. Scarlet Knights were down by 21. They came all the way back and took the lead thanks to Gio Baker in the final 51 seconds. Miles Dredd 3 was the difference. The Rutgers couldn't get the last shot off. Justin, when you look at the Scarlet Knights, resiliency is key. We've seen that in time and time again when they've come back from these deficits. Well, now they have to be resilient once again. Forget about the last games. Focus on the game tonight. 1 minute, 5 seconds into the game, still no score. Marcel has it for the Terps. At the top of the key, handoff by Yala. Gets a pick from Smith. Gives it to Cowan, left side wing. Handoff Marcel, still on the wing, guarded by Yeboah. 15 on the shot clock. Now Cowan, guarded by Mathis. He'll drive baseline left side, picked up a dribble. Cross-court pass Ayala, right side corner. 6 on the clock now. Cowan, top of the key, has to work quickly. 3 on the clock. I don't know if he knows it. Now he looks up, has to put one up at the horn from the top of the key. Barely grazes the rim. Great defense from the Scarlet Knights. Here comes Baker the other way. To Harper on the left wing. Back to the top of the key for Baker. Now right side Yeboah. Gets a pick from Carter. Bounce pass Carter. On the low block. Up and under. Good off the glass. Jack Carter gives the Scarlet Knights the first lead of the game. 2 minutes into the game.
Great pass by Akwazi.
Across the timeline comes Ayala. Rack getting into it now. Ayala, inside pass for Smith, wide open. He didn't get the shot to go, but he gets fouled by Carter. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. First foul on Carter, second on the Scarlet Knights.
Really great back screen action there from the Terrapins to free Jalen Smith. Carter got caught trailing the play. Nice job to recover, forced Smith to earn the pair from the free throw line, but he has a pretty good free throw shooter.
76% on the year. Maryland as a team shooting 75%, one of the better free throw shooting teams, third in the conference. First free throw is no good from Smith. 2 minutes and 4 seconds gone here in the first half. Rutgers on top of Maryland, a mere 2-0. Good defense in the early goings here. One more from Smith at the line, averaging 15.3 points per game, and he gets that one to go. First points on the board, or should I say first point for Maryland, 2-1 RU.
Well, that would be grammatically correct, Jake.
That's why I corrected myself. Across the timeline go the Scarlet Knights with Baker on the left side. Looks like Maryland's dropped into a little bit of a 3-2 press. At the top of the key, Baker to the left wing, Mathis back to Baker. Swing pass, Yeboah, now Baker top of the key. He drives into the paint with a step back into the corner for Yeboah, who drives right, and then a foul. They got Cowan. That's the first team foul for the Terps. First foul on Cowan resets the shot clock to 20 seconds.
Bit of a bailout, soft call there.
Yeboah to inbound underneath. Gives it to the top of the key for Mathis, now to Harper. Into the corner for Yeboah on the left side, and an offensive foul. They got Carter fighting underneath with Dante Scott. That's the second personal on Carter at the 17:29 mark. Miles Johnson's going to check in.
And that's not good for a team that lacks front court depth, right? Behind Shaq Carter and Miles Johnson, it's Mamadou Doucouré. Rutgers really going to need some major minutes from Miles Johnson, and they're probably going to need minutes tonight out of Mamadou Doucouré.
Johnson, 6'10", redshirt sophomore center from Long Beach, California, started the majority of the season and spent the last 5 games coming off the bench. Maryland gets this game back underway. Cowan goes, drives left, cross-court pass Ayala on the right side wing. Guarded by Baker, Ayala gives a cross-court pass to the left side wing for Cowan. 3-pointers, nothing but net. First field goal for the Terps, and they go up 4-2. 3 minutes gone first half. Baker brings it across, guarded tightly by Marcel. To Yeboah, bounce pass Johnson on the high post. He's backing down Scott, turning, shooting, couldn't get the roll. Offensive rebound, Harper. He goes up with a second chance, can't get it to go. Johnson once again goes up, and he gets fouled. A lot of contact underneath, and Johnson will go to the line to shoot 2.
The 3-2 zone giving Rutgers some fits early, but the one weakness of the 3-2 zone is Rutgers is going to be able to crash the glass. You saw it there. They're going to have to find a way to convert now at the free throw line.
Dante Scott picked up his first personal foul, the second team foul. Johnson misses the first free throw. Well, if you're going to have Johnson try to score, the free throw line's as good of a place as any. He came into this game shooting 36%. He just missed the first one. One more at the line. Second free throw is no good as well. He left them both. It stays 4-2, Maryland in front, 16:45 here in the first half. Ayala hands it off to Scott to the top of the key. Cowan gets a pick from Scott, guarded by Mathis, picked up his dribble. Crowd wants to travel. Now Ayala drives into the paint, gets double team, pulls off free throw line, shot, no good, rebound Johnson. Rutgers goes the other way on the right side, it's Baker. He's met by Morcell. Baker tries to work to the top of the key, gives it to Yeboah, who drives left, gets all the way to the rim, off the glass and in. A strong finish from Akwazi Yeboah, ties the game at 4. 16-15 here in the first half. Yeboah with his first bucket. Cowan brings it across the timeline to Stick Smith at the top of the key. Now Morcell, left wing. Goes to the baseline, looks for a pass, finds Cowan on that wing, guarded very tightly by Mathis. 10 on the shot clock. Cowan gets a pick from Smith to the top of the key, looks on the back cut, couldn't get it to him. It goes out of bounds, last touch by Smith. It goes away to the Scarlet Knights, and with that, we'll step aside. Good defense in the first 4 minutes, 15:49 here in the first half. We're all knotted at 4. Stay tuned for more Rutgers men's basketball here on WRSU-FM, New Brunswick. Scarlet Knights shooting 2 of 5 to start. Maryland 1 of 6. Just to keep a note, Shaq Carter picked up 2 fouls in the opening 3 minutes, so Miles Johnson's going to be asked to hold a lot of responsibility against one of the best bigs in the country in Stick Smith. Looks like Maryland's going to come out with a bit of full court press out of the timeout. Jacob Young into the game. The Texas transfer, 6'2" redshirt junior from Houston. We're back underway. Baker has it for the Scarlet Knights, over to Harper. Back to Baker across the timeline. Back to the top of the key, now high post Johnson. Left wing Baker, extra pass Young, open three-pointer, good. A big three-pointer and contribution off the bench. Rutgers goes up 7-4. 15.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Rack with the first signs of life in this game. Ayala to the left side. He tries to drive on Baker. He'll bring it back out for Sticks. At the top of the key to the high post, Smith. He traveled. A turnover for the Terps. It'll go the other way.
That was outstanding defense for Miles Johnson. Jacob, remember in College Park, Jalen Smith scored the first 8 points of the game. 2 3-pointers from straight away. Miles Johnson closed out high hand on Jalen Smith. Made him put the ball on the deck. The big fella didn't know what to do.
Opportunity, blood in the water for the Scarlet Knights. You know the Rack likes to get hot early if the Scarlet Knights can continue this run. A score, then a turnover. Harper's got it on the left elbow. He works to the right side, hand up Yeboah, works into the paint, pulls up, 12-foot jump shot, switch. Yeboah up to 4. The lead is up to 5. It's 9-4 RU.
Rutgers quarterback Johnny Langan accumulated for 266 yards of total offense, and arguably his best performance of the year. But it wasn't enough, as the Scarlet Knights fell to the 10th-ranked Penn State Nittany Lions 27-6 here in Happy Valley. Scarlet Knights had a ton of success on the ground in the early goings of the game against the nation's 4th-ranked rushing defense. But it was the Penn State rushing offense which helped break the game open for the home team in the second half. When it was all said and done, redshirt sophomore running back Journey Brown had 3 touchdowns. In his first career start under center, redshirt freshman Will Levis did it all, on the ground and through the air. Penn State wins their 10th game of the year and will play in a bowl game in a few weeks. For the Scarlet Knights, it concludes a hectic year, which saw their coach fired after week 4. They finished 2-10 on the year. And while that head coaching role is still unfilled, one thing is for sure, these kids never give up, and there is hope for the program. Signing off from Beaver Stadium, I'm Jake Ostrove.
Former Rutgers football star and Super Bowl champ Gary Brackett has taught a profound lesson on how you should never give up. With Rutgers and the NFL saying he didn't have the best physique for football, he still persisted and proved his talent, becoming the captain on the Rutgers football team and helping lead the Indianapolis Colts win the 2007 Super Bowl. Last week, it was announced that Rutgers women's basketball coach C. Vivian Stringer will receive the John R. Wooden Legends of Coaching Award next spring. This award is given to college basketball coaches who display the UCLA legend's standard of success and personal integrity. In her 48 years as a coach, Stringer was the first to lead 3 different schools to the Final Four, and in 2018, she became the 6th coach in Division I basketball history to surpass 1,000 career victories.
Five, 6, 7 for the Scarlet Knights here in the bottom of the second. Richie Sheekhofer due up first. Maryland transfer has been arguably one of the most efficient hitters for the Scarlet Knights so far this year. Hitting just .263, not leading for the team, but not a bad number either. He's also come through in a lot of big spots here in that 5-hole. Candelario's first pitch is hit into left field. Ranging back is Shuba near the track, and he looks up, and it's out of here. A home run for Richie Sheekhofer on the first pitch, and the Scarlet Knights go up 1-0.
Opposite field shot for Sheekhofer there, his 2nd of the season, and he really stayed back on that pitch and sent it the other way. Wind kind of blowing to the left here at Bainton Field today, and mentioned it before the broadcast, the fence is coming in here this year, and that ball had just enough to get out of here.
Yeah, wind definitely took it over there as it goes from right to left out towards that left field fence, and here's Sam Owens, who sees the first pitch high and outside. The Scarlet Knights have now taken the first lead, scored first in 8 straight games, and check this one out here. I mean, it's Wednesday, again, but some Oppo Taco from Sheekhofer. It just got out of there. Scarlet Knights up now in the bottom of the second. 1-0 to Owens is high, 2-0. You know, one thing was definitely certain in the top of the first, and that's Rutgers isn't used to seeing the velocity that Candelario is throwing at. It's a little slower than maybe some of the Washington State pitchers had, so they were up in front of it. 3-0 now on Owens. Sheekhofer waited back on that one. He got all of it.
He was all the way back on that and was able to send it out to left field.
It's the 4th home run allowed for Candelario this season, and a quick 4-pitch walk to Owens. Puts a guy on first for the Scarlet Knights, and Kevin Welsh.
Yeah, Jake, you mentioned the Scarlet Knights being out in front of stuff in the first inning. Although only 4 batters went to the plate, those guys talk in the dugout. They give what they saw up there, and the velocity of the Washington State pitchers, the Miami pitchers the weekend before, definitely a twist here with Candelario on the mound.
In steps Kevin Welsh. Second baseman sees outside. 5 straight balls now from Candelario. Owens leading off first. Welsh in the season, rather, .222 hitter. But a very steady bat. Someone who's very dependable. He's been starting since his freshman year. That one's in the dirt, 2-0. Now 6 straight balls from Candelario.
Wonder if someone will go out and give him a talk soon if this continues. He's missing by several inches here.
Yeah, they're not very close. 2-0 count to Welsh here. Is low ball 3. Another one low and outside.
That one was a lot closer than the ones we've seen, though. That looked like it just missed.
So after a 4-pitch walk to Owens in the at-bat before, he's now behind 3-0. That's a called strike, though. Give him that one. I wouldn't be surprised to see Welsh take strike 2 if it's there.
I'd let him swing away. Heck, I'd have even given him the green light on the 3-0 pitch. It's a midweek game. Obviously, Rutgers definitely has the talent advantage in this one.
3-1 is hit second base side, turning towards second for 1. That's all they're going to get. They get the lead runner for the first out of the inning. Welsh goes to first.
Yeah, Veet not even throwing to first on that one. Welsh is one of the better runners on this Rutgers team. He gets down the line very quick. Able to put the ball in play there. Now 1 out, Welsh on first. again, Scarlet Knights with a lot of guys who can run well in this lineup. Wouldn't be surprised to see him test Kerner again.
Kerner got the best of the Scarlet Knights in the first inning. Threw out the leadoff hitter, and Ceruto swinging first pitch into right center field. It's a base hit. Splits the outfielders. Welsh rounding second. He's headed for home. Throw goes into second. Now the throw will not get to the plate as Welsh comes all the way around from first on the RBI double from Peter Ceruto. Scarlet Knights go up 2-0.
Great piece of hitting there by Ceruto, the sophomore catcher. Again, Jake, staying back and going to the opposite field. That's a second Rutgers hitter we've seen in this inning do just that, and that one nearly rolls all the way to the wall. Rutgers with an early 2-0 lead.
Great piece hitting from Ceruto, who's really stepped up here in his sophomore campaign. Obviously saw a lot of action his freshman year, but he's taken that next step up with a year of college ball under his belt. Josh Rodriguez swinging first pitch, lost the ball into center field. Calling him off is Del Colo, who will make the catch. Right fielder coming into center field for the second out.
Rodriguez lofting one in the center field there. Aggressive early in the count, swinging when Candelaria hasn't really been accurate early in the inning. First pitch home run to Schieckhofer, and then stretches 7 straight balls actually to Owens and Welsh, and Ceruto and Rodriguez first pitch swinging.
So the lineup card flips over now. Dan DiGiorgio in for his second at-bat of the game. He had a nice, hard-fought 10-pitch walk to start the bottom of the first for the Scarlet Knights, but he got caught stealing, testing that arm of Kerner. At a 1-0 now to DiGiorgio's up and outside, 2-0. Ceruto off second to the RBI double. Scarlet Knights bats coming alive here in the bottom of the second. Home run from Schieckhofer, RBI double from Ceruto. Now a 2-0 pitch to DiGiorgio is hit into center field. Coming in is Connor, and he can't get to it. It bounces in front of him, and Ceruto's going to score. Hustling into second is DiGiorgio, and he's in there with an RBI.
Hey guys, I'm here with former Rutgers quarterback, the legend Mike Teal. Mike, how's it feel to be back on the sidelines?
It's always great to be back here. A bunch of my old former teammates, the guys from the 2000 era. So it's always great to be back here, especially with those guys on this sideline.
You're in New Brunswick for the 150th anniversary. You're back here to celebrate the 2000s. You know, what brings you back to Rutgers? Why do you keep feeling like you got to come back here?
I love this place. It's done so much for my life, for my family's life, that I feel indebted. And any way that I could help and be around and be part of it, I love to be a part.
You just saw Rutgers. Johnny Langan threw an interception. Rutgers goes down early. Obviously, this isn't the season that a lot of people had anticipated. How do you see this team rebounding in the years to come?
Oh, you're going to have to recruit hard and continue to get high-quality people in here. And you just got to keep developing the program. It's a process, and I think whoever the next coach who's going to come in and take over the program is going to have a plan in place, and I'm excited to see that.
Mike, thanks so much. Guys, back to you.
For our broadcast administrator, Mike Pavlichko, general manager Justin Santub, sports director Troy Decavino, executive producers Justin Santub, Troy Decavino, Chris Sakonis, Corey Jason, Robert Baxter, Raj Shaw, my broadcast partner. I'm Jake Ostrove signing off. Final score from Memorial Stadium, 38-10, Illinois. For my broadcast partner, Chris Sakonis, I'm Jake Ostrove signing off from the rack. Once again, the final score, 86-39, Rutgers over Niagara. Keep it along for Nightline here on WRSU FM, New Brunswick.